So of course you know why there's no replacement of the dart, because the neckline runs right into the armhole. So at this point we are not replacing our dart at all. So this is it, and I cut through that point. And on this neckline I'm going to cut my real neckline, which we are working with, which you saw how we constructed. And I'm going to cut what I have on the center front line, as you can see. And then I'm cutting my waistline right here. So the next I want to do is to close up my bust dart so we can reconstruct the cup number 1. So to do that, I'm cutting off what I have on the waist dart, so I'll be able to close up my bust dart. So if I do that, I will apply my adhesive right now, and then I'm closing up my bust dart immediately, as you can see right here. Bust dart is closed, and I cut off the rest of it right away. Can you see that? That is off. So you can see a little shift. So all I need to do is to reblend what I have at that point, okay? So it matches up accordingly. So I just reblend it, and you can see right there. So next is to cut from the yoke. Remember we came in by 0.5, and we are going to go this way. Can you see that? You go this way. This is your yoke. And now we are going to cut out a corset cup accordingly. So cup number 2, I will cut it off, and we are going to sew them back. We are going to sew them back. Can you see that? So cup number 2, I take off the upper bust dart, and then I'm going to cut the side of the cup. So make sure your cup is equal at this point. Can you see the bust point, the chest line? So it's equal, and we are good to go. So now I call this upper part of my cup and upper part of my cup. So when I'm sewing and adding my seam allowances, I would make sure I have this part on the upper cup, because it looks the same. So now after this comes the yoke. This is the yoke. It's going to sit after this must have been joined, as you can see from this point, and this comes like this. So I want to form the basque right now. So this is the basque. I put this together for my basque, and I'm going to come with a plain paper, so I'll be able to create that basque effect. So this is it, and that is that. I've put them together, and once it's put together, I'll cut off the excess paper. So make sure you put them together accordingly. Okay, so I've put it together right now. Okay, so what I have here now is my full waistline. Remember, my waistline was 36 divided by 4. You can see we have the 9 inches. So it's time for us to start to create this basque effect. And to do that, I'll just come in with my piece of paper. So I'll just come in with a piece of paper, as you can see, and place the center front on the center front, as you can see. So the measurement I'm going to make use of now, my basque is going to be 5 inches. I'm making use of 5 inches backs on this line. So I'll measure the 5 inches to form a straight line for me to place my waistline. So once that is done, I'm going to touch the adhesive on it so it sticks together for me. So this is that. Make sure you have this on the center line. You can see that. So my Basque connection is going to come from the waistline and it's going to meet up to the center front line. So what I have here is the Basque created. Okay. So I'll cut off from here, and then I've created my Basque. So that is that, and that is how we come to the end of this tutorial. So the next thing we want to do now is the exaggerated sleeves. So the exaggerated sleeves you have right there on the thumbnail. I have a detailed video on how to make that particular exaggerated sleeve. I'll be dropping the link on the description box below. So it's quite very simple. So all you need to do is to mark out how many inches you want your exaggerated sleeves to be. So I'll be demonstrating it with this paper I have here, but I'll be dropping the link for a full, because the link I'm dropping is going to be both cutting and sewing, so you know how to cut and sew and attach that exaggerated sleeve. So the exaggerated sleeve comes in a rectangular form like this. All you need to do after sewing and turning with your lining, then you'll be making your gathers or pleats at this point. You can see what I'm making right here. So you just make gathers, and then attach the gathers. You can see that you'll be attaching it on the armhole. So if this is the armhole right now, you'll be attaching the exaggerated sleeves after attaching your sleeve on the armhole on one side and on the back. So that is how to make the exaggerated sleeve. So I'll be dropping the link so you understand what we are talking about right here. So this is how we come to the end of this tutorial. I believe you learned a lot once again. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, and drop your comments on the comment section and your suggestions as well. So thank you for coming once again, and see you in the next one. Bye.